Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. It seems so stupid, but I still feel empty, probably karma after me. A few years ago I started talking to an old friend from college. We would message back and forth in IG and it was innocent. She told me she didn't have a boyfriend at the time but claimed that he would go and pick up the dog. As time went on we ended up hanging out and we had sex, and of course things began to get intimate. As that time went on as well, she would say I don't have a boyfriend to I have a boyfriend and we live together. I hated being in that position and of course I can't play the victim over this, but I fell in love with her. Time went on and he found out. By the time he found out, she made this claim that she was pregnant and didn't know whose baby it was. After that I told her she needed to show me a test and she did. It was negative. I cut off all ties to her after that and I didn't speak to her for 6 months. During the time that we weren't talking, she would message me saying how she hated how I just left her like that. We ended up talking again in December and at first I told her if all she wanted was sex, that's fine, we would just have to make our boundaries with each other. She told me she didn't just want to have sex with me and that she seriously wanted a relationship with me. At first I didn't believe her, but she kept showing me that she was serious and I had never seen her like that. After almost 2 years of talking I was finally going to be able to be her boyfriend. She moved in some of her stuff to my place and she would come and stay here every day, almost as if we lived together. I didn't mind. I was, still am, in love with her. It was everything I wanted. The problem started when she started to hide her phone like it was made of gold. I would notice that she always hid her phone and even sleep with it underneath her pillow. I told her about it and she would always get mad about it, telling me I don't ask you about your phone, even though she had before. I didn't trust her. Given how we started off in 2020, I believed that she was lying to me and talking to other people. One day she tells me she has to go to her apartment for an inspection and she is going to stay there the night. I felt uneasy about that. The whole night I couldn't sleep because I just felt something in my gut that wasn't right. I called her right after she sent a text when she got home from work and no answer. I call her an hour later again and she still doesn't answer. The next day I didn't know how I was feeling, so I decided to take a break from my phone. She texts me asking if we are going to make dinner and I decide to bring up the conversation about trust. I tell her that it is very hard for me to trust her given the past incident with her ex-boyfriend and others too. I tell her I can't help but feel like I need to be around her to avoid her cheating, and she tells me she feels like she needs her space from me sometimes as well. We both agree to hang out that night and she comes over. She comes and we make dinner, watch TV, have sex, then go to sleep. When she fell asleep I couldn't sleep. I decided to go through her phone. When I went through her phone I saw texts between her and some guy she met at work. Apparently the night she went home, she told him to go to her place. They ended up having some drinks and had sex. I immediately woke her up and told her to get out of my house. At first I felt a sense of excitement knowing I wasn't crazy about not trusting her. I felt it in my gut and I knew I was right. Then the anger/sadness comes over me. We argue all night and it got pretty bad. I broke her phone because of how mad I was. I know this wasn't right, but I replaced it with a new phone. She ends up staying the night as well as a few days. She blocks him off of everything and agrees to find another job doing the same position. It wasn't the best idea and I knew it at the time. I was an emotional roller coaster going from angry, to sad, to numb. The last day she was here she told me she needed a break and I agreed. She left a week ago today. After she left she told me she couldn't do this and she wants me, loves me, and tells me I'm her everything. I tell her I can't do it because I know how this ends. She stops texting me and hasn't contacted me since. Given my past breakups I thought I would be over this one pretty quick. I'm not. I can't stop thinking about her. I miss her. I love her. I want her back and I can't help but to just sit here in my own pity party. I've lost motivation to do anything and I can't help but to think that she's talking to him again and he's back there in her apartment with her. It just fucking sucks because I really thought that it would work. I know it's probably karma because of how we initially started. I know if she comes back we're just gonna be a mess again. That's even if she comes back. I don't understand how I could feel like this and it's just nothing from her. To make matters worse I live alone and I've been on medical leave from work because of an injury. So all day now I just sit in my house with my dog that I got her, doing nothing. I know the relationship portion wasn't long at all, but she's been in my life for 2 years now. I'm sorry if this story sounds stupid to anyone. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Mate, she was never yours. You would always have to share her. The question is, are you okay with this? If so, get her back. If not, as hard as it is, move on. She ain't trustworthy and you will always have that feeling in your gut. The feelings you have now will pass. Which is better than a lifetime of checking up, feeling paranoid and second-guessing her movements. Your choice, your life. This is your karma. You had a relationship after knowing she has a boyfriend, which shows your character. I will never have any sympathy towards useless that don't know the truth. You're a home wrecker, get yourself into therapy. If she will cheat with you, she will undoubtedly cheat on you. You knew that when you decided to pursue a relationship with her after the first time when she revealed that she lied and that she did indeed have a boyfriend. So what did you expect was going to happen? A love story for the ages. You just lost a serial cheater. In the future, remember, if they will cheat with you, they will cheat on you. Never date/sleep with a woman who is in any type of relationship with another man. This is what happens when you do. It sounds like she's either non-monogamous or more seriously polyamorous. She needs her space to be with other men. That doesn't mean she no longer loves you, but she can't be with just one person. This relationship wasn't a failure. You now know that you're monogamous even though you were with someone who isn't. I would be happy that you learned this lesson that takes some people years of pain to understand. Sitting at home takes away your ability to love someone else. And that's really a waste of a lifetime. Get out there and meet people. There really is someone out there who doesn't cheat, want monogamy, and who falls in love with you. But you'll never find her sitting at home. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.